when I caught wind of my next guest,
right?
I got to have her on because Bob, you think it's easy to sing in the national anthem? How many people? How many people
screw it up?
How many people have screwed it up? Roseanne Barr, but not my next guest. So let's go to the phone lines and welcome in the locker box. She was season 6 finalist of The Voice.
Get out.
Yeah. Audra McLaughlin, welcome into the locker room.
Hi, how are you guys?
Hi, Audra. Listen, my brother, he's like, well, you're singing in front of 55,000 people. It's got to be on your mind. Like, obviously you're a performer, so you're the lyrics and the words and all that stuff.
Yeah.
But I'm sure there's pressure.
Yeah, it's super nerve-wracking, I think, because, I sing all the time, but I think when it comes to the national anthem, it's like one of those songs that, if you screw it up, you're going to get so much scrutiny.
You'll get more publicity there, Audra. Listen, you could be all over ESPN and every single sports station around the country. Matter of fact, it might even help your career out.
Well, actually, it's crazy because there was this one time I actually forgot the words a little bit at a Sixers game. And I've sang it so many Sixers games throughout the years and Eagles and then the one time I actually messed it up, I think they did have it on the news and people were tweeting me and it was just crazy. And I was like, wow, I was like, do you guys give me press when I do it bad? But
so Audrey, when you see clips of people screwing it up, I mean, you got to be you're not laughing. You're like, oh man, I feel bad for them.
Yeah. It's funny because me being a singer, if I see somebody that might have messed up, I don't really go right to oh man,
because you know what it's like. All right, now
right,
Audra,
exactly.
let's tell our listeners. I got to be honest with you. I've seen The Voice, but I haven't really actually sat through a whole show of The Voice. But I know the concept.
Right.
They turn that in and of itself has got to be tons of pressure because you're out there. And by the way, Bob, I've listened to Audra sing.
Right.
Audra, your voice is spectacular. I mean, you can hit all those notes.
Thank you.
But when they
Thank
they
you so
hit
much.
the button and they spin the chairs around.
Right.
Well, so Audra, while you're singing the song and you see the chair, doesn't that distract you?
You know what? I was actually so afraid of that when I seen I think it was Adam or somebody who turned first, and I was so nervous. I was like, please don't forget the words. Please don't forget the words. I was it is extremely distracting because you're the whole time you're just trying to remember the words and just get through the performance. And it's super scary for sure.
Now, Audra, how and we're talking with Audra McLaughlin, season 6 finalist of The Voice. And now, Audra, you had to go through several auditions. You're 26 years old now, right? 26 years old now. This was what?
So this was actually, I guess it's been 5 years now. So I just turned 27 recently.
Okay, so you were about 2021 when you did this, right?
Right, exactly. Yeah.
And how much of it, what was the audition? You had to go through a lot of auditioning, I'm sure.
Yeah, it was crazy actually. I tried out for season 1 of The Voice years ago, and I didn't make it. And then I started working with this vocal coach locally in Pennsylvania, and we were kind of working out different songs, and she asked if I would be, ready to try out for the upcoming season, which happened to have been season 6. So they kind of submitted my videos online, and I got a call back to basically skip the first round, which would have been the cattle call, which is all the waiting. But I had to go to the second round in New York, which was at a little studio or something, and, sing a couple songs for the casting directors. And then I kind of had to wait from there. And then it was I think 2 weeks after that is when they called me to come out to sing in front of the producers. So that was considered the third round. And then basically the fourth round is when you get the chance to sing in front of the coaches and in hopes to get it to their turn. But, the crazy part about that is what a lot of people don't know is that they actually put you in a big conference room, and there's 130 of us, and they actually choose 25 each day, who's going to go the first day, who's going to go the second. And for instance, if you get put called on the fourth or the fifth day, the teams could have filled up by then, which means you don't even get a chance to audition.
Hey, Audrey.
Yeah.
Do you think it's fair? I mean, the way are there people that should be picked that aren't picked? Or, you think it's fair from what you've seen?
As far as how people
Yeah, make
it
it
or like the, to be honest, like a lot of reality shows are very all about like personality. Like they kind of want to. I feel like the people that have more of the personality kind of maybe go further because it is TV, and that's I guess what people like to see is that kind of funny side. But yeah, I mean, there has been times where I've said like, wow, like that wasn't fair. Like this person should have kind of went on further because they had a better voice because it is called The Voice.
Yeah,
right?
that's what I was thinking right there. Yeah.
And here's another thing too: when the celebrities, who are the celebrities? What is it? Who are the 4 people that were judged you?
So on my season,
Blake Shelton?
it was it was Blake Shelton, Adam Levine, Usher,
and who was the girl?
and then Shakira.
Okay, I'm sorry. Right. So when they're not looking at you. All they can hear is the voice.
Right.
So then you turn around and you get a double whammy because Audra's very pretty. You're hot. You're smoking hot. You got the look.
You guys are so sweet. I appreciate that.
So they turn around and they get a double whammy. They hear your voice and then they get to look at you.
Now, Audra, let me ask you a question. Do you have like a recording? Are you trying to
You're living in Nashville, right?
I am. Yeah, I moved to Nashville last year.
Wow.
I moved here. I guess it'll be almost a year, but I moved here last June, and I just kind of been. It was like the first 3 months I moved here, I was still going. I had vocal surgery last year, and I came off from a really long recovery from getting my voice back and everything like that, going through vocal therapy and speech therapy and all of that, and from that I was like, all right, it's time to move to Nashville. My voice is back and everything's going good, and so I've been here for about a year now, and
I also read in your bio that did you just cut a new single?
I did, yeah. So I actually just finished my second EP, which is there's like 5-6 songs on there, and we're just getting ready to release the fifth single right now. So we're working on like the process of the release process right now for that, and then we'll.
So give people your Twitter account. What's your Twitter and what's your at Facebook?
So I'm on. Yeah, for sure. So I'm on Facebook. It's Audra Lynn McLaughlin. It's my fan page, and then I'm on Instagram, Audra Lynn McLaughlin.
You got everybody got to check her out, man. But I'm telling you, the end of the one song you did, you went high, and then you hit this like high note. I don't know how you did it.
Went higher,
and she sustained it for like 30 seconds. It seemed like an eternity. And they were going nuts. The Blake Shelton was going nuts. Actually, Adam Levine turned the chair first, and then you picked Blake Shelton to be your. So when did the Eagles and the Phillies Phillies and Sixers call you?
So I actually, so right after The Voice, Denise, who she's been working for the Eagles for a while, but she kind of does the coordination with all of the events and stuff like that. And she somehow got in touch with me, found my email, and kind of reached out and said, hey, like I was a fan on The Voice. I loved watching you, and we would love to have you come sing for the Philadelphia Eagles. Which was, if you ask my dad, he's a diehard Eagles fan, and so am I. It was like a dream for us because I was like, wait, what? Like I'm actually,
Your parents must have been on like cloud 9.
Oh my gosh, it's been like it was one of my goals, I think, like as a kid, because they used to actually hold tryouts for the Philadelphia Eagles, and I actually tried out, I think, when I was 9 or 10, and not knowing that they already kind of like at that point they had like a little circuit of people that they already sort of had singing, but. I don't think they do auditions anymore. It's kind of just they, pick random people. But I've been very thankful to have one of the spots in the rotations for the last 5 years.
So how many times have you performed the national anthem at the Eagles games?
So let me see. I think it's been about 7 times so far.
Wow! And how about the Phillies? You've been there. You've been to the Phillies a lot too, right?
I have. Yeah, I sang at the Phillies game. I sang there twice. I don't know if they have people sing as much at the Phillies. I'm not really sure, but I know I've performed there twice, like for country night.
Wow!
And for another, but I've sang at several Sixers games, maybe like probably over 15 Sixers.
Oh wow!
games.
Now, when you performed, did they give your parents and your family tickets to the games and everything?
Oh yeah, we get tickets, and they feed us, which is really cool. It's a great perk for it.
So your father, especially your father, I think I worked with him at U.S. Airways back in the day, but I didn't think I knew your father.
Yeah.
John Dunleavy gave me your name and number. He called me.
Yeah, you know Robbie, right?
No, I know John Dunleavy.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
Yeah.
It's John Dunleavy. Okay, I was
Yeah.
thinking of his brother for some reason.
Yeah, and he had called me, and I looked at your audition tapes, and I watched The Voice. I'm like, oh my God, we have to get her on because there's the
so
sports
awesome.
angle too. It's a
Heck
really
yeah.
it's a really cool thing. That are you touring?
So right now, like I just finished the EP, and now we're kind of getting ready to do like some type of showcase because we got to get some live footage, and we're trying to get some agencies sort of on board. But I'm doing a lot of stuff around Nashville right now. Doing a lot. I just did a show last night at it's called the Opry Backstage Grill. It's not the Opry yet, but
You'll get there
one of these days.
Well, listen,
It's a
Audra,
cool place.
I really appreciate you taking time out because you are an hour behind us to get you on.
No,
Now,
anytime.
people can go to it's at Audra Lynn 21 is your Twitter.
Yeah, and then if they want to just kind of check out all of my socials, you could just go to my website at audramclaughlin.com. That's kind of where you'll find like all of my socials and my music and anything you want to find.
All right, Audra. Well, listen, next time let us know when you're doing the Eagles game. Start performing the national anthem, or the Phillies will get down there and check you out.
I would love that. Absolutely. Thank you so much for having me today. You guys are awesome.
I will
thanks,
do it
Audra.
again. Thank you so much.